Alright, we are gonna do little car versus big rigs again, and I'm gonna tell you a funny story about how my 4-year-old son damn near castrated me. So the other day, I'm sitting in the living room. I'm just thinking about things that'd be funny to do to my kids, because that's what I do, is I pull pranks, because I'm a fucking dickhead. But my 4-year-old son walks by, and I get this wild hair up my ass to reach out and pants him. You know, like we used to do to our buddies in school and stuff. So he's going by, and I just go for it. Didn't think twice about it, just yanked his pants down. He laughed, I laughed. We all had a good time. It was hilarious. And then him being a 4-year-old, of course, he wanted to imitate that, which I told him not to do, like the responsible father that I am. However, a few days later, I'm working on my house. I replumbed the whole fucking thing. And my son, I hear him giggling at the top of the stairs as I'm coming up from the basement. I'm like, oh, he's going to try to jump scare me. He likes to do that. And I'm like, I'm going to jump scare him back, so I get ready. I'm, you know, thinking I'll startle the shit out of him. It'll be hilarious. So I pop around the corner, and he jumps out, and he latches onto my shorts, and he throws his body weight down. He's trying to pants me. And he did not succeed, but not for a good reason. You see, when he reached out and he grabbed hold of my shorts to try to remove them, he also grabbed hold of my whole-on fucking balls and about ripped them off with his full body weight. Mind you, he's only 4. He weighs about 35-40 pounds. He's pretty small, but have you ever hung 35-40 pounds from your ball sack before? It doesn't fucking feel good, I promise you that. And he is such a funny kid. There was a while back he was potty training. You know, it's been a couple years now, I guess, and he just had the cutest little boy voice. You know, and he loved it. He's so short, like he has to sit to pee because he's so short. But I put him on the toilet and he'd kick his pants off every single time. So he's sitting there naked. And I told him, dude, you've got to stop this. This is so annoying. It's not funny. It's not cute. And he looks at me, and he puts his fingers real close together, and he's like, it's a little bit funny. And I bust out laughing, as much as I didn't want to. But it was legitimately so funny that he said something like that. Kid's just a comedian. Straight up comedian. He's so enjoyable to be around. And then, got my 8-year-old daughter. She's trying to be funny. She hasn't quite figured it out yet, but she'll get there. She says some stuff once in a while that's pretty funny, but she's still getting some practice, and she knows it too. She's always like, well, I don't know what to say like you guys do, so she doesn't have comebacks, but she'll learn. You gotta learn hanging around with us. We're horrible people. We love teasing each other. So, my 2 older daughters, they're also pretty funny. Not as funny as me, they think they are, but, you know, I'm the funniest person in the house, obviously, and the most modest. So, pretty unbeatable. Now, this game here, Wreckfest, that I've been blatantly ignoring, I am attempting to win a demolition derby of big cars versus little cars. Now, I've done this before, and I'm gonna do it again. It's fun. It's more fun than playing against other cars my size, because these big cars can take this damage, you know, and it's really difficult to keep your car alive long enough to get through it. But worth it in my book. Alright, fuck this last guy up. And then we're gonna do one more after this, so I've got some ideas. I think I might do more racing games, you guys. Let me know what you think about that. I really like the retro games, but I'm really passionate about racing in cars, and my Wreckfest videos perform the best out of all my other videos. So just comment, let me know what you think about that. Or is it really the game I'm playing, or is it just the way I talk and what I talk about? Like, obviously the story about my son trying to rip my balls off is pretty funny, and I don't know about you guys, but that's the kind of thing that I would tune in for. So please just drop a comment and let me know, like, what do you come here for? Why are you watching my shit? All right, took that guy out. First place. Alright, on this one, I'm gonna go against 5 big rigs. You can see they're all ranked higher than me. They are set to expert. My driving difficulty is set to hard. So they know what they're doing. They will come at me and try to take me out. They'll also try to take each other out, but I can't seem to turn that off to where they'd only focus on me for the challenge. But these big rigs are extremely hard to destroy, so we'll see how this goes. I recently downloaded this on the Switch, Nintendo Switch, for my son to play. He was so excited. He sat, we have a real shit internet. He sat and he waited 5.5 hours for this game to download onto the Switch so he could play it, because he's been watching my videos and he wanted to play Wreckfest so bad. I don't blame him. This game's fucking shit. I downloaded a couple other racing games, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed because you can, like, customize the look of the car, but you can't add power or adjust, like, your tuning stuff, like your brakes and your suspension and things like that. And I'm like, what? Are there not more games that are more customizable? Like, I've always been a big fan of the Gran Turismo series because of the customization. I have not owned a Forza game, and I don't know if it's as customizable as Gran Turismo is, but I'm going to look into it because I definitely want to do some other racing games. But I will definitely try a couple of those other ones. I've got Dirt 5 and I think it's Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're fun, but I like this. I like buying a new engine for my car and making it go faster and bulking it up with armor, and, you know, it's real cool to be able to do a custom paint job. Sorry, I let my intrusive thoughts get the best of me. I needed to know what happened if I jumped out of the stadium and they restart you. Backflip, almost. But anyway, I'll definitely play some of those other games later on, and we'll see how that goes, see if they pick up as much attention as Wreckfest, but it really seems like this is my hottest seller. So, which you're not gonna get any fucking complaining out of me. I love playing this game. Another funny kid-related story. I was with some other kids. I went on a field trip with one of my daughters, and I was watching these two boys screwing around with a set of binoculars, and one of them looks up at the sun with the binoculars, and he starts screaming. He's like, "Ah, my eyes!" And this other boy looks at him and he goes, "Hey, don't look at the sun, you'll go deaf." And I just bust out laughing my ass off, because it was completely unironically, like, he genuinely meant it, which is like, whatever. I'm not gonna hold that against the kid, because the kid knew, like, don't look at the sun. He didn't know why, but he knew not to look at the sun. Whereas old Beavis there just stared at it in binoculars and burned his retina out. So, you know, regardless, that was a very funny moment. Not my kids, but a funny moment with kids. Kids are the funniest people ever. Clearly. I've got plenty of stories. Plenty of stories from my time working with children. They really do say some hilarious stuff. Explains why Bill Cosby was able to get away with a TV show called Kids Say the Darndest Things, while also being like, hey, you say anything, I'll fucking kill you. For those of you that don't know, Bill Cosby is a horrible man who posed as a very kind man. Gonna take this one last guy out, and then we're gonna call it a video. So if you guys watch this far along, please tell me why. Do you like Wreckfest, or do you just, you know, want to watch me cuss and tell stupid stories and fuck around, or is it about the cars, or, you know, let me know in the comments section. And just, I'm trying to grow, and I'm not exactly sure what the direction I need to go in is. So I'm really reaching out to the people who watch me to kind of understand, because I really want to make something out of this. Like, I love making my YouTube videos, and I find it really difficult to make them because I'm like, I don't know what I want to be known for. So help me out, comment below, and tell me.